Hey everyone, it's Steve Whiting here from Street Tech. So I'm going to show you a really cool feature, and it's called the sales pipeline. You might have seen this in your account before, but I'm going to show you how you can maximize it and take advantage of it over this season. When you're entering November and December, this is some of the best time to really get organized with your leads, get a jump start before you hit the new year, because this is what's going to happen when you're going to hit the new year. It's going to be chaotic. It always is, right? I mean, you come out of New Year's. People start phoning you, leads start coming in quite a bit quicker just because of the fact that all of the money's been pulled out of the big advertisers, so suddenly your ads perform really well. But if you're not ready for that time, you're going to be scrambling, you're not going to have your systems in place. So we're really going to focus through November and December to help you get all the systems set up so that you're going to hit January ahead of your competition, ahead of schedule, and really on top of your leads and set to have the best year ever for 2018. So what I want to do is I want to highlight this feature in the sales pipeline, show you how to use it, and just how powerful it can be. So if you go ahead in your account and click on Sales Pipeline, in here you're going to click Create a Pipeline. Now you can name this whatever you like, but up top here click Create a Pipeline, and we're going to call this one Seller Pipeline. You may want to do one for buyers and sellers. You may want to just do a general one for both of you, for all of your leads. But I'm going to show you one for the seller pipeline, and I recommend just creating one for now. Just keep it really clear and concise. Most of you are working with sellers, so I'm just going to focus on this one here. So go ahead and click Create Pipeline. Once that's in, you can actually create your stages. So go ahead and click on the Make Primary and check this as well. So the stages that I'm going to have here are going to be new lead. Then go ahead and click Add Another Stage. I'm going to call this one Valuation Sent. Add another stage. I recommend following what I'm doing, but at the same time, you can make it however you like. So I'm going to create one called Appointment, Closed, and I'm asking for a referral. So these are going to be my stages. Then I'm going to go ahead and click Save Pipeline. Then what I do is I go ahead here and click on the dashboard again, which is this top three. Then click on Sales Pipeline. Okay, so you can add deals in a number of different ways. So one thing you can do is you can click on Add Deal here, and you can actually search for one of your leads. So I'll just type in myself. So there's me, it's one of my leads, and you can even put in a dollar value. So now this is obviously a little bit hard to guesstimate, but at the same time, you do have their the home that you're searching. So you might know that this home is going to be worth to you about $6,000 in commission. And it's fun to do this because you can actually start to track how much each lead is worth. So in essence now, this is what's really cool. I'm going to start to build this out and show you exactly what you can do with it. But think about how well you can stay organized. So let's say you got Stephen Whiting here, and he's a new lead. Now what I can do is I can go ahead and drag him over to Valuation Sent. So I have sent the valuation, and I can kind of see, these are all the people that I've sent my home evaluation to. Now Stephen becomes an appointment. You can move them back and forth. You can kind of adjust them here. So I'm going to show you a couple other things on what to do with them, but in essence, this is a great way to staying on top of your lead. So I'm going to go back to the dashboard. I'm going to click on another lead here with Marcus. So I'm going to click on Marcus. So here's Marcus. So if you're in the lead itself, this is another way you can add to the pipeline. So I can go ahead here and I can click on Deals. And it's a little bit of a different step, but you can go New Deal. And same thing, I'll go, hey, this one's worth about $6,500. This person, so Marcus here is looking at selling his home, so I'll put that in here, and I can even put in a time frame. So I can say, he's looking at selling in about 3 months, from what I've gathered. And this is a great way of doing it. If you've actually had a conversation with him already, you can add them in here. So now you can kind of track, this is his deal, but you can also add it to our pipeline. So you can go ahead here and click on the seller pipeline. I can choose the different steps that I had. So in this case, I'm going to go and click. I've got an appointment with him. Click Add Status. So when I click back to my sales pipeline, I now see that Marcus was added here as well. So in essence, this is a great way of, there's two different ways you can kind of add your leads. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead here in a moment and just populate this with a few more leads and show you how powerful this can be. Okay, so I've gone ahead and updated the seller pipeline a little bit more, and just so I can show you guys how this can look. So the real value in this is that in a snapshot, you can quickly see where all of your low-hanging fruit is. For instance, I got these 4 leads here that have just come in. and I've added them into the account. I haven't done anything with them. So the first thing I need to do is I need to make sure I'm going to get them their evaluation sent. So I'm going to send all of them their evaluation. Now remember, you can build this out however you like that fits what you want to do. So if I came in here, I now know that the valuation sent is where I need to spend most of my time. I need to spend time on these leads. I need to follow up with them. I need to reach out to them. I need to email them. I need to stay on top of these leads. So it's a great way of staying organized. Now let's say you want to change one of these steps. Let's say I want to rename the new lead. What you do is you click on the settings tab here on the left. Then you click on pipelines. It'll actually take you back to your pipelines. I just have two because I was creating another one as well. But go to the seller pipeline, and click on edit. And then here I can actually change this, and I can just say I'm going to call this one just lead instead. And I can save the pipeline. You can remove steps, you can add steps, you can do as many stages as you like. I'll click back on the dashboard, back on the seller pipeline, and I've changed what my pipeline says. So it's really simple, it's really easy to use, but this is a great way of staying on top of your leads. So why don't you share how you've built it out? Let's see what you've designed, the steps that you think are most valuable. I'd love to see how you guys organize your leads.